Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing Propagandacast with me, host and Pearl Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate. In the south, we have Dullahan fighting here for the German Army, Deutschland, the 16th Armored Panzerdivisions, Panzeraufklärungsabteilung, having run into elements of the 91st Infantry Division, continues to commit here as reinforcements being pulled in to exploit a potential gap. We got a double Panzer Pioneer Scout opening here from Dullahan with no battle group choices here. As from Nostalgia, no meets on here. We got, the Jeep here alongside engineers, and that looks to be a very fast Jeep, so it is armored battle group here from Nostalgia. Panzer Pioneer rushing forwards here for Dullahan. There's a actual Dawn of War 2 player. Remember from those times back then, but it's nice to return to Company 3. Fairly interesting player, likes to go for off-meta strategies. So it's definitely always one worth watching. We got here double Panzer Pioneer into a bike, into a 250 half-track. That is definitely a very interesting opening here from Dullahan. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued and generous patronage of the Propagandacast. It keeps allowing me to make all these videos, so big hearty thanks to all those wonderful people. And a big thanks to all those who keep liking and commenting my videos. That definitely helps me out a lot as well. They were getting the video out to as many people as possible. So thank you all for your wondrous contributions to the Propagandacast. Panzer Pioneer advancing on the centre. We got Jeep moving forwards here, crashing through here. Bit of a sharp turn there. First shots fire around the centre. Panzer Pioneer spotted by the Jeep. Forced back here. Further up north here, Panzer Pioneer digging in. And we got the 250 half-track now out here for Dullahan. Typically the 250 half-track will be part of a Panzer Division's Panzeraufklärungsunit. Specifically the Panzeraufklärer, which is basically just mechanized infantrymen to support the scout cars who actually did the actual reconnaissance for the division. But a lot of the time they just serve as another infantry battalion in the division, and particularly the armored ones than the half-tracks. Fun fact, by the way. Jeep or back scout spawned the scout here in the south, so interesting opening here so far. Panzer Pioneer popping to the half-track here, Jeep moving in as well there. Up north, you can see Dullahan actually stays clear of the engineers, going for deep flank towards the fuel point. A devious move there by Dullahan. Panzer goes flying up now here for Dullahan. Jeep pursuing here. The bike's gonna like to go down here unless divine intervention strikes. And it does as the 250 that comes racing in, catching him. Nostalgia's Jeep in a bit of a vice-like grip here, forcing it back. Raft scores on moving forward for Nostalgia. Can the Jeep survive here? Looks like it. Panzer Pioneer in the half-track there, though, racing forwards. Step on it, Otto! I want to see it burning! I'm stepping on it! I'm stepping on it! Raft grabs the half-track here by the fuel point here. An aggressive, rapid maneuver here from Dullahan. Completely blindsiding here Nostalgia, who was definitely not ready for that. His Jeep, though, narrowly survived and, of course, immediately repairs it all away, because that's what the Jeep is good at. North here point being grabbed by the engineers. 250 half-track could counterattack. He's got the northern fuel point messing him with Nostalgia's fuel income. The Nostalgia is doing the same here to Dullahan in the south here. Panzer Grenadiers out here. We also got tech there for Dullahan with the light support company up already. He is just racing ahead here. He's been caught here close to the munitions point. Up north here, Panzer Pioneer forced withdrawal here as Nostalgia lines up all the men of the 91st Division here of the 5th Rifle Company. 250 half-track needs to get out of there. It's about to explode. Panzer Pioneer there jumping out there. Engineers there being ripped apart here by the Panzer Pioneer and the 250 half-track. An additional fun side fact, but the Panzer Pioneers were typically considered one of a Panzer Division's elite elements alongside the reconnaissance units. Fun fact. As an additional fun fact, Panzer Pioneers actually had their own half-track, specifically a version of the 250 and a half-track with small assault bridges on the side. So, another 250 here for Dullahan. Interesting. You definitely don't see, like, most DAK players out there building more than one 250 half-track. They're interesting, but sadly, they do go down a bit fast and don't quite make an impact. Of course, the Shat veterancy does help, but yeah. Anyways, using it for healing here. Panzer Grenadiers, bike rushing through the south here. So far, match marked by sharp movements here from both sides.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
And we got the fire support elements up for Dullahan. We got the second 250 half-track ready, so that's 2 units here. That's a fun side fact, but actually, only just like, reconnaissance squad here, they'd actually have, like, 2 250 half-tracks around along and 1 half in each. So, kind of accurate that way. 250 pushing forwards here. Rather than they're being met out in the open, force back here. Mine goes off as well there. Killing Bob there, but the rest gets away fairly safely. So yeah, Dullahan going for a very mechanized strategy with the DAK. Very exciting stuff, but also very rare and very tricky to make work. But if you can make it work, it's glorious.
Repairs completed.
So bike here looks like it's going to go down here in the south and racing in there. 91st scores a kill. Here's the bike SLF burning here by the wayside. As for Dullahan, we get the combat half-tracks upgrade and giving them more armor and health plus up now for upgrades. It's fantastic. Rushing in here in the south, we'll have to see what he plans to go with that. Grenade goes off him thanks to the combat upgrade there. Doesn't quite go down there. Small win there for Dullahan, pushing in the south here. Jeep goes down, finally the crew ejects. For some reason. Carl, I don't think adding ejection seats to the Jeep was a great idea. Shut up, Bob. I can't feel my spine anymore. After up north it goes down. Great kill here for Nostalgia. Could call in another unit here, of course. And go for more half-tracks. More like to shoot some Panzerwagen. And Dullahan boldly goes where most players would never go. There's the Americans. He actually calls in the Assault Grenadiers first. That is very ambitious and bold here by Dullahan. Also over to Nostalgia, so caught up in the 250 half-track action. Completely lost track of time. My apologies, but I do love half-tracks. And we are getting a factor upgrade here. It's the Kampfwagenkanone 38. Turning into the 250-9 armored car. So things are getting only more and more interesting here from Dullahan. Will he upgrade the second one as well? Then he's flanking up with the flamethrowers and the grease guns. Round squad captain taking heavy fire here. And there we go. 250-9 here. Tearing into the captain here. Heavy fire there from the now half-tracked armored car. Assault Grenadiers also been quite an impact here on Nostalgia. Well, I imagine it's going to respond here with a motor pool and some either Greyhounds here or a Chaffee. 250-9 though, pushing back the knees here. Rapid and relentless fire here from Dullahan. No sign of upgrading the other one though. Up north here, points been grabbed by the Panzerpioniere. Got the Panzergrenadier moving forwards. As for Dullahan space, not much else out there as of yet. Skirmish here close to the fuel point here. Could see a smoke grenade. There we go. On the point directly. I would have probably thrown it right in front of it. So that way, if you try to want to contest it, just move to the line for the assault. We've got grenades here. We've got the 250-9 here, breaking Nostalgia's men here with anything but Nostalgia, unless your Nostalgia fought a cannon fire against you. Chaffee, they're being brought in by Nostalgia to counter the arrival of German armoured cars here. And half-tracks, of course, he's going for double 250-9. He's going for it. Yes.
He's dead.
As a fun side note, but these will actually be used to replace the 222 armoured car, as they were actually not very good off-road, and so this would sort of be developed as a sign that they actually stopped producing the 250 half-tracks all towards these armoured cars, and replace the 250s in the reconnaissance units with these. And Dullahan the madman has not also gone for Semoventas. That's why he didn't go for Panzerjägers. He went for Semoventas. Who needs Panzerjägers when you got Italian assault guns? And we got the Chaffee there, racing straight ahead there. 250-9, taking a hell of a hit here from Chaffee. 75 on the gun here. Oh, he survives it though. Chaffee taking heavy damage, forced back by the Semoventa. 250-9, number 2, taking a hell of a hit here as well there. But Dullahan survives, and so does his armoured cars. Oh boy. Chaffee falling back, they're heavily repaired, a bit confused. Both 250-9, so I need heavy repairs here. Wrapping up here through the western fields. Mine goes off into Nostalgia's men's feet. Dullahan, though, is definitely a bit behind the victory points here, though. I suppose that's more than compensated for by sheer style. Jürgen, we need to win this battle. Who cares? We're looking cool, yeah. Look, you may want to look cool, but I want to look alive. So here's to winning, okay? We can look cool in a ditch. Dead. So, fix up the 259s. Panzer's being joined in as well. The assault grenadiers being forwards. Running forwards here with the Semoventa and 250-9 combo. Got the Chaffee flanking in here, though. That's going to get awkward here for Dullahan. Thankfully, though, for Dullahan, the Chaffee decides to fight the armoured car line. The Semoventa, good shot here. Blocking another shot here, I think, for the Semoventa. 250 rushing in, is going to lose it. Pop goes the Weasel. Men being mauled here by heavy fire, though. He actually used the Veterans Who Won ability, by the way. They have the 259 suppressed their infantry, by the way. And the Chaffee's going to get knocked out by the Semoventa. Dullahan does it. Nostalgia, meanwhile, I imagine, is completely perplexed at this turn of events. They told me Italian tanks were bad. Well, this is an Italian assault gun, which they could actually make reasonably competently. As the concept, of course, is very much like the German Stug. You just add a bigger gun to a smaller chassis, which is easier, cheaper, and faster to produce. Plus, again, you know, reasonably survivable. So news being caught by the 250-9 here, and they're white. Nostalgia definitely having a rough time here versus Dullahan here, who's now following up with an M1340 Italian light/medium tank, since game-wise helps because the light tank in the actual war, the Italians considered a medium tank.
We're losing a fuel point.
This version of tank, by the way, would see a few additional updates like the M1441 and then finally the M1542, which primarily just had a bigger gun with a higher velocity. That was about it, I think, plus some other minor improvements. Also, it was a bit overall bigger. Most of those will actually see service in the German army. Brown squad pushing forward here. Nostalgia striking forward here, disrupting, I think, Dullahan's mine laying here up north here. Caught by the captain. Anti-tank guns there for him. No, he didn't actually cancel the mine there, and Nostalgia's men hit the mine. Over to Dullahan here.
We have only 250 points remaining.
He's definitely struggling victory points-wise, but he's definitely not struggling armor-wise. As long as, you know, he doesn't get hit by larger tanks. Rushing in the summit again there. Dullahan is absolutely out of his mind. As he goes in, he's going for the medical station, and Nostalgia, I think, is just completely taken aback by what's going on. He doesn't even, he registers with him. He's like, Carl, yeah, did you just see an Italian assault gun drive up to a base? What? Oh, God. So, yeah, Dullahan is acting in a strand of just complete, utter brace and axe here. Completely blindsiding here, Nostalgia, every time. He might even score a wipe here. With the 259s and the M1340 here. Nostalgia's descent into utter chaos continues, and down it goes. Another staggering blow to Nostalgia. Soldiers taking a fight, M1340 hits from the M1 into tanker here. Grenades being chucked, forcing Nostalgia away from his own fuel point here before Dullahan just goes away for safety purposes. This is a very aggressive strategy from Dullahan. I like it. Solid point being grabbed here as Nostalgia man, he's just trying to reorganize and figure out what to do next. Plus his rifleman can't get healed because Dullahan took out his medical station. And in fact, he might even suffer another wipe here unless he gets very lucky, and he didn't. He did get the M1340 though. He now has 2 anti-tank guns out, but good God, this match is bonkers. And we got more Pentagon out here for Dullahan, the 16th Panzer Division here. Got artillery strike calling the fuel point here. Still a victory point lead here for Nostalgia. More riflemen called in. Has he even gone for... But hey, he doesn't even have any riflemen left now anyways, I think. They're all gone. Nostalgia's just... like infantry's all gone more or less. Just Dullahan's rapid attacks here. And balls the walls off the hook tactics has completely blindsided him. He doesn't even have bars up. He's got grenades though, but no BARs here. Grab the center victory point here. Camp being assaulted in the center there as we got. Dullahan rushing, got the cement to the fang way there. Captain forced away here. Could go down, could be another wipe to Nostalgia. But he is slowly crawling his way back into the fight. He still has the victory point lead here. And he is playing as Armoured, so if he can somehow survive until the EC8, he might still have a shot at this. Of course, the problem is, like, you know, what's his overall state going to be when he gets there at this current rate of affairs? We got more riflemen being prepared here by Nostalgia. Crucially, he needs more of them. We got veteran squads for Dullahan's men as well there. No sign of further tech. We got the Mechanized company here. M196 the 250 we got grenades here. Stalin push forward. He's also research grenades for his men, by the way. Right, need to retreat now. No ifs or buts. Here we got the 250-9 rushing in here. Anti-tanks falling back as well here. Up north there, bit of movement here. Ralph scored. Narrowly surviving, but the infantry keeps coming, and the anti-tank's been caught in a bad spot here. Nostalgia needs Russian troops here to try and protect it. We lose that anti-tank now here to Dullahan. That's going to be a nightmare and a half here for Nostalgia. And there you go, right at the zone base. Up north here, Scout's been caught by the Panzermini after the hit by a mine, almost wiping out the entire unit. Looks like he was able to deny Dullahan the anti-tank, and a small win there for Nostalgia. He's closing into the EC8 though, he has the fuel, but the issue very much remains manpower and infantry right now versus Dullahan.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Who is absolutely living it out there like a German Armoured Reconnaissance Battalion commander. A company commander here.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
Like, he's got an aggressive drive here, and he is absolutely not slowing down there.
Crowds are pushing us back. We're down to 250.
Assault grenades are going on with the tactical assault here. Right need to withdraw now. That tactical assault can do immense amount of damage here. Nostalgia pulls back, but he needs healing though. He finally has a medical station up by the way there. We got Tilly calling the Panzer Pioneer backed up with some head in the center here, forcing Dullahan to withdraw here in the face of American artillery. Anti-tank also looming up here. Panzer is moving to block here. We got the Marder out for Dullahan. Well then, okay. There's another surprise. I was actually not expecting a Marder at this point. Not because the Marder is bad, obviously. Just, you know, I was thinking more like, you know, something like another Momentum M1340. I'm guessing at this point, Dullahan's got to figure out he's not going to hit by EC8 soon. North here point's been grabbed.
What's the word?
Enforcing healing here. Very close to that EC8. Fuel-wise, command points-wise, manpower-wise, he's several minutes away, though. So definitely a bit of a challenge here, though, for Nostalgia versus Dullahan. Samantha fires away there, shoots and misses. Big 2 points-wise, Dullahan has also not been able to bring down the gap between the two. Huntsman forwards here with Bredas as well there. Great charge from maintaining there's some momentum punching through the front line here. And we got... Is that him? Yeah, it's bar there. Finally up as well there for him. Ultimate crucially. Almost getting wiped here. And Dullahan's pants gonna is. There we go. Down they go. If they drop the Breda, that would have been great here for Nostalgia. But definitely things are going to out here for Dullahan. The initial successes here are starting to slowly fade here in the face of, you know, more determined and rapid American aggression. We could see the 250-9 go down as well here. No, the grenade doesn't go off. Instead, we got grenades here aplenty. Oh, it doesn't pop the grenade, I don't know. Send us east here by Nostalgia. And we got a 254 reconnaissance tracked out here from Dullahan, too. You do not see those in 1v1 here. But again, Dullahan is absolutely playing by his own metagame. And I, for one, am not complaining. But now, Nostalgia can go for the EC8 soon. He's got the command points. Manpower-wise, he's... Oh, he goes for another rifle squad. I would actually think he'd go for the EC8 now, but I'm guessing it's just too much pressure right now.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Or maybe he's just so caught up he's forgotten he can actually go for the EC8. 259 is getting hammered here by the M1 anti-tank and see it. Marder being spotted, could lose it, and the Marder goes down. The crew is sent flying there, and we got an empty fit for as well for Dullahan. So now we have to 3 valve squads here for Nostalgia. With bars. Backed up and double anti-tank and see definitely more threat now to Dullahan. Going for the Panzer Commando. No E6 yet, there we go. Got the E6 selected there. We got 155 on 96 here. Nostalgia finally stabilizing here versus Dullahan. Not that Dullahan made it any easy. Not easy at all here. Rifle squad there being mauled here by the assault grenadiers and the MD-34 here at close range. We've got artillery fire as well there. Actually, like, more or less predicting where they retreat and calling in the artillery on the retreat path here. That is absolutely top-tier devious from Dullahan. North Scots was the Panzer Pioneer, advancing in the center here. He's about 2 minutes away from a Sherman Easy-8 here, from Brad Pitt coming in to bail him out here. In the straight-to-streaming Fury Italian side quest there with Brad Pitt.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
To pay off Brad Pitt's gambling debts. 250-9, number 2 finally goes down here.
Contact.
He's stinging blow there to Dullahan in Deutschland.
The sector's been overrun.
Got the 254 setting up here. Back to Dullahan and Deutschland. So what is Dullahan's next move? Panther Fleas? Armoured reserves? I mean, with Dullahan, clearly anything is possible. Soldiers are ready here, half activated feed, 23 kills. I mean, assault guys with the DAK, I think, are actually pretty good. They're actually one of my favorite infantry units when I'm playing with the DAK. It's getting a few of these going. And then with tactical assault at the right time, they can make a hell of an impact. North here, pumping seas for the rifle squad here. Panzergrenadier, Panzer being northwards. More machining gewehr in there. 254 being used for reconnaissance. And of course, lots of artillery here. Spotted by the M1 anti-tank here. Takes a nice hit. Good chance inside. It takes out Dullahan's 254. No, it gets away. It actually survives that encounter. North here, route squad being caught by the Panzer Grenadiers and the Panzer Pioneer here. Men on 16th Panzer Division's 2nd Panzer Aufklärer Company here are catching them in a bad spot. Southside route squad pushing forwards here.
Victory point under enemy control.
And we got a Stuka zu Fuss as his first unit out of the Panzerarmee Kommando. Can't say I saw that one coming. I feel like that one might be Dullahan pushing his luck a bit too far, because it's worth keeping in mind he's lost his inventory. He's lost his Marder. He has no anti-tank weapons, so if he does get hit by an Easy-8 right now, Dullahan's going to be in for a world of pain. And Brad Pitt slogans. So grab northern point here, the Panzer Pioneer, Panzer Grenadier. Nostalgia and the 91st Infantry quickly pushing across here. Stukas was arriving here for Dullahan. Till it called in here. No, it's smoke. Called in smoke. Very interesting. Stukas was over in the... Where's he trying to save his machine gun? I really love, by the way, the barraging of the Stukas. It's so impactful. In this case, at least visually impactful. In this case, it didn't actually hit anything, but it looked impressive. More Panzer Grenadier here for Dullahan. May want to get a Pak 38 or something else soon ready here, because Nostalgia is about to come after him with a vengeance and a Sherman Easy-8. Bring up the 254, which is a side note, can actually grab points. Or did he actually upgrade that? No. And let's quickly fix up the 254 here. Whilst coming forward, quick occupying some nice ground here. They, of course, could get hit here by the 254 and his artillery barrage soon enough. Yeah, Dullahan has got like a fair amount of artillery now. He's got the 254 providing with more constant barrages and the Stukas of Fuss. So, very interesting here. Panzer's up, catching Ralph on the south here. Send their troops pushing forward as well here. Assault is being absolutely mowed down. Building getting a hammer by anti-tank on fire here. Nostalgia wants to see that house in ruins as he's still going towards that Sherman Easy-8, but I imagine he's getting a bit delayed here due to Dullahan's constant and aggressive attrition of him. Further north here, Scouts almost got the northern victory point. We've got 196 was at 84 here. And there you go, finally got Brad Pitt on the scene. The Sherman Easy-8 has arrived. And Dullahan, again, like to stress, has got no anti-tank weapons. Stukas' barrage straight into the base of Nostalgia. Catching the Easy-8 directly. Rifle squad wiped out. Oh, goodness. And we got a Pak 38 there, because I'm fairly certain you actually got to see through the fog of war this rocket hit the Easy-8 that, oh boy, that one just got called in. So you actually had time to call in the Pak 38 here. Till he slowed down the Sherman Easy-8 here as it races straight into the center of town. The church immediately under fire here from the Sherman Easy-8 here. Backed up with the anti-tank until he's ready to encounter most things here. 254 is about to get spotted here by the Sherman EC8 here in the 7 gun, opening up on the 250 half track here. Pack 38 sitting out. 74 points left for Nostalgia versus Dullahan. Oh dear. Both 250 and 254 are down. Sherman EC8 that suffered engine damage, got the Pack 38 there finally. Every shot piercing the frontal armor there of Brad Pitt's prize tank. His shot misses though. Might have a chance to get the EC8 to safety here. That's going to be a bit of a long shot. Another miss from the Pack 38. Assault grenadiers are being ripped apart. Could get a wipe in here on Dullahan and Deutschland. Got 60 versus 195. Need to fix up that Sherman rapidly. He could definitely, I think, assist himself by going here for field repairs, as allow the EC8 to repair itself while it's active. That could be a very good idea right now for him. Stucker's first barrage off here. Bombarding here is basically trying to predict where his opponent's moving. Wasn't active too far off the mark. North, the German forces here rapidly encroaching at the northern ends of the Pachino here in the south machine wing up here, catching the captain down there. We got War Machine as well now here for Nostalgia. Oh, there's really any other choice there. Artillery called in the MD-34 here. Sherman EC8 being repaired. Not too far away from another EC8 here versus Dullahan, by the way. As for Dullahan, no sign of tanks, nothing. Just that one Pack 38. So if Nostalgia hits him with another Sherman EC8, that could be a big headache for Dullahan. A bigger one anyways. EC8 rolling up into the Panzer Grenadiers, machine gun and Pack 38 joining in here. High explosive round he chosen for the Sherman EC8 makes sense considering what Dullahan's got at the moment. 53 here versus 185. Sherman EC8 number 2 right around the corner here for Nostalgia and the 91st Infantry Division. 51 here versus 185. 50 points left, and then you can now call in the second Sherman EC8 there. But oh, he got delayed because of reinforcements. It got delayed. Needs that one. Needs to, I think, rush for the northern point here and the southern one. I think trying to rush into the center now where Dullahan has dug in the most fiercest. I think going to be less advisable here. So there you go. Second EC8 rushing northwards here. And we got a Stuckers of first being rushed southwards here. Panzer Grenadiers being mortared. We got Betty to the EC8 here. Brad Pitt's tank is completely scorched, but he keeps fighting the good fight. Pack 38 moving to now deal with the disabled EC8 here. Dullahan scores a great hit here. Dullahan clearly not a Brad Pitt fan. Stuckers are first there, bombarding the center. Cap being spotted in the hellscape there. Rushing northwards here. We got 8 points left. 5 points left. 2 points left, and that is GG. Game over. A definitely very off-meta match here from Dullahan's side, and I think very exciting match with a lot of great aggression back and forth here. But that said, Nostalgia suffered some really intense losses due to that sudden influx of, like, you know, the Summerventer, the 215-9s, and then the M1314. I think Nostalgia just wasn't ready for that. And that really, I think, allowed Dullahan to, like, you know, punch above his weight there and actually allow him to, like, you know, delay a lot of Nostalgia's plan there and gain an advantage and actually bleed him out there. Because by now, you know, with 2 EC8 starts in a Dullahan strategy would be otherwise in a lot of trouble if, again, not for like the lead he was able to build up again thanks to those early successes against Nostalgia. So it was a really nice, aggressive, mechanized strategy, I think, from Dullahan that led to victory. Some curious choices in there, but you know, he kind of made them work. Again, I think part of the game was just very reliant on just those early wipes there against Nostalgia. Though again, you know, credit to Nostalgia for actually bouncing back from that. Really some solid plays there as well. But again, Nostalgia really, I think, was very much, you know, just playing not by the usual tactical book here. Very aggressive, very driven, very exploitative, looking for any gaps, and for some taking out the medical station was actually quite significant, as it just made it difficult for Nostalgia to heal up his men when he really needed to. So there's like a lot of interesting moves here on Dullahan here, and it's certainly something I think worth learning from. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you some ideas for your matches. If it did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family. And as always, you can support the Propagandacast by donating or pledging on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial saying cheers, and see you all tomorrow for a nice episode. Bye, everyone.